Like, what if I wanted to go to hell, you
Yeah.
dickhead?
Right.
I'm just gonna go up there and fuck shit up till he sends me anyways.
Get bounced out.
But I'm getting scared into being saved, and then and I was like, well, I don't want to be tormented by demons for 7 years. That's gonna suck. Like that, I don't want that. And they're like, you're not gonna have that as long as you let us save you and you accept the Lord Jesus Christ into your heart when we get home. So I'm in this bedroom, right, when I get back. And Tim's already privy to this. He's listening to the whole thing. He's like, I've been saved too before, dude. If you want to feel high, dude. Because he's like, if you want to feel high, when you get saved, you feel fucking high as fuck, dude. It's kind of cool. I was like, all right, dude, whatever. Like, I don't want to do your high anymore. Let's try this other one. And he was kind of right. I mean, that's placebo effect completely. I was told I was going to feel high.
When you say saved, like baptized? Is that what you're
No, I didn't get
or-
baptized.
I don't know what saved is.
Saved is like you get on your knees and suck the dude's dick
Okay.
or whatever. No, you get on your knees and he like reads passages and all this shit. And then he asked me, do you accept the Lord Jesus Christ into your heart? And I'm like, yes. But that time I'm crying. But at the same time, I'm horrified because he's like, tell me about your story. He's crying already. This is his stepdad or whatever. He's crying already. And I was just like, I tell him my story. He's like, that is so terrible. And he's like, your brother's burning in hell, but you don't have to.
Holy shit,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. My brother was 11. He accidentally hung himself. And he's just attributed to suicide. What kid commits suicide at 11 years old? I mean, I'm sure it's happened, but he never got bullied. No.
Right.
Yeah. But he tells me that shit, and I'm just like crying. And then he feeds into my fears and my insecurities, and he does it. He does his thing. He's like, you're saved. And I'm just like, oh, I did feel kind of lightheaded. Like I was kind of high. I felt like a big relief because I'd never had to deal with my brother's death. And this is the first thing that I actually did to deal with it. And I was told that everything's going to be okay. Like, right. and I believed it. I was 15 at the time. And so I was very impressionable. But anyways, like when we get back out, Tim's like, hey man, there's this fucking house party. It's someplace called the Dome. It used to be in Clio, out in the fucking sticks or something. And he's like, they're fucking partying, let's go. And I was like, I shouldn't do that. I just got saved, dude. We get in the car and I'm fucking smoking weed again that night. And I'm sinning. I'm fucking sinning. I just got saved. I was like, damn it, dude, this sucks. But the second time I got high that night, it wasn't as bad. I think it maybe because it was like minus the Slayer, and so it was like a better vibe. So after that, like I didn't smoke weed for a while, and so when I ran into Rob again in school, I was like, fuck it, Rob's cool. He's not gonna fucking do that Slayer bullshit on me, so I'll smoke weed again. I just wanted to learn guitar, honestly. So I was like, I lied to him. So he comes to my house, and I have this old guitar given to me with 2 strings on it, like rusty as fuck. And they're the only 2 strings I needed because I was playing Helmet Unsung. And I showed him that I was kind of knew something, and he just like, he was so upset. Like he wasted all this time, and he's gonna waste his weed on this dude who just lied to him. And then so that's what we just ended up fucking. I watched him play guitar, then we smoked weed, and I remember, like, this is the first time I ever got high, and that was good. I mean, this is my 3rd time. We ran into like 2 other high school friends, and we all got high off of Rob's weed, and we're just sitting there fucking laughing so hard. Like, there's that fucking store we used to play Samurai Showdown.
Yeah,
it was right there, like right on the fucking curb. I was like, this is fucking amazing. I'm not going back to. I already fucking said that I wouldn't do that before with the alcohol at my cousin's, but this is awesome. So I'm gonna do this every day. All right, so then I meet his parents, and they're fucking really nice, too. They're really nice, and they're fucking super Christian now, but back then they were just a little bit more lenient, but they were huge believers in Nostradamus. Like, they thought the world was going to end at any moment. Like,
okay.
There was, like, the Iraq War happened. No, it was after Desert Storm. There was something.
It's some number 42 shit or whatever that movie was. Like, it's always something.
Yeah, it was like special fucking forces, something. And they're like, I remember his stepdad's like, babe, it's happening. The end's here. It's happening. I'm telling you. we don't got much long. Just call your sister, say you love her. And I was just like, whoa, dude. And I'm like super high. So they were like super fucking afraid. And they would always talk about this Nostradamus stuff. And I was just like, I don't know. It's got some legs to it, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. This is like before the internet. So they're telling me all this stuff was happening. And it was true. And the Bible was coming true, too. I heard that quite a few times. So between that and me stealing a gun from my mom's ex-boyfriend, we broke into his apartment and stole his gun. I didn't want to do it, but I had two friends that wanted to, and we sold some dude who fucking started telling everybody.
Oh shit.
And there's this one dude named Brian, and he was like really shitty and shady, and I saw the cops at his house one time, and I was like, when the cops left, I was like, what are the cops here for? He's like, that gun. I was like, what? What are you talking? You weren't involved in this. No, they're asking me about it. I was like, fuck. So I knew like we got caught. I was like freaking out. So between the apocalypse and the fucking waiting for the police to come get me, that's when the weed started fucking going downhill for me. Like I would smoke weed in I'd smoke weed in my bedroom after like I stole some of my mom's roaches or whatever, and I would just have panic attacks. And then so it just like stuck with me. I had to quit smoking weed because it wasn't working for me anymore. It wasn't fun. I was just like, every time I smoked it, I had this panic feeling like the cops are coming to get me, but that was in the past. Like you
associate it with that.
Yeah, I just conditioned myself to think fucking panic when I smoked weed, so I stopped.
How old are you at this point?
That was about 17. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm getting into now is my very first acid trip. I was 17. I was told the weekend before or something like that Rob was like, "Hey, I fucking tripped last night and it was fucking awesome." And I don't know if he was telling me the truth, if that was his first time or not. I think he was just like playing off like he was a seasoned vet. So, like, I was like, I want to do some. And White Zombie was big at that point. And there's a song called Black Sunshine, and that was the name of the acid. He's like, we did Black Sunshine. I was like, oh, I want to do Black Sunshine and listen to Black Sunshine while in Black Sunshine. That'd be fucking great. Whatever. I was done with weed. I needed something else. We were drinking a lot, but I needed something. I still didn't, like, face my problems with my brother and shit like I should have, because that... down the line, it kind of fucked with me, but I was just escaping, and he's like my first guru, which this is where I introduced the fucking really creepy, weird acid dude, and which is his cousin's boyfriend. His name is Kevin, and he was like a ball of nervous energy. It's like like Cornholio, like Beavis and stuff. Which is weird because he actually used to do impressions of Beavis all the time. And so he would just always do that. And then one time he came over and he's like, got the acid, and we're just like, whoa, it's like, I think it was like a Friday night. And I was like, uh-oh. Now I'm scared. I just thought it was like, it was cool to talk about, but the getting down to it, it's like kind of like sex when you have it or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. It's like you can fucking brag all you want in the AOL chats, but when it comes time to fucking pay the Craigslist hooker, you're fucking nervous. But, oh yeah, I was also going to, like, say something like, whatever. This podcast is about psychedelics, sex, and love, which Zach Purdy should not even be here for this, actually.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
No, I'll talk about all that shit in a little while, but we might have to, like, do, like, earphones or whatever when that happens, like, heavy plug ears. So we get in his car, and we're going to his brother's in Flint. And at that time, I didn't really know Flint, so I don't even know where the fuck we were. We're in Flint somewhere, and it didn't look right. It didn't look like... All the rednecks, like, were gone out of my sight from leaving Mount Morris. So this is, like, not comfortable. So I'm like... I don't know. It's just like, we're going to get robbed on acid or something. This is not good. And I'm not ready for this. I'm just telling myself, this is not going to go over well. I'm going to hate this. And so I just mentioned it to the guys. I'm like, the guys, whatever, the gurus. I'm like, dudes, I don't know. What if I freak out and shit? And Kevin's just like, yeah, doing the Beavis and Butch. And he's like, you're not going to freak out, bro. Like, fucking, it's going to be fucking great. Oh. And he's just like fucking weird. And part of me knew going in, like, I don't want to be around this dude on acid, even though he does it a lot. I think that's why he's like the way he is, because he does it a lot. I don't want to end up like him, and I don't want to be around him. I just want to do it and chill and whatever. We get there, and there's like fucking 8 people. I'm like, fuck this, dude. I'm not going to do this. I can't do this. And Rob's like, don't be a bitch or whatever. So it's time to fucking dose. And his cousin is a girl, and she's really chill and really quiet, but she does it a lot. So I'm like, she's really nice. She's not fucking crazy like her boyfriend. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just be like her. Like, I don't want to fucking be Beavis fucking and just freak out and shit. Right. So DARE programs would fucking, they conditioned me to fucking think that it's fucking, it's terrible. Like, you'll try to fly or something and die or something.
Yeah, it's not like you had like conflicting data there either. Like,
yeah, you millennials fucking know the truth. You can just Google it.
Aren't you a millennial too?
Mm-mm. I'm a Gen Xer, bro.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh, millennial stops at like age 27, 28, 30?
No, yeah, I'm almost 28, so it's a few years past me. It's like if you were still like coming of age in the aughts. I
think
if you were a quote unquote 90s kid,
yeah,
you're a millennial.
Yeah, what is it? Fucking baby boomers and then something in
Gen X.
No, it doesn't go baby boomers Gen X. It goes something else.
Sure?
Yeah. Yeah, baby boomers were fucking 60s kids or something.
And then their kids would have been...
They didn't have one every decade? Or at least one every lifespan. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Generation is like, I think...
Yeah, it's a lifespan.
2.5 decades or some shit.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lifespan if you get AIDS at 20-something. Whatever. So, it's time to dose, and I'm like, fucking, they do it, and I'm just like hesitant, and someone fucking yells, come on, fucking join us, or whatever. And I was like, yeah, that's a good, just don't call me pussy, you know. If you call me pussy, I'm not gonna like it, but join us is kind of inviting. It's like, it's like, what's the Kool-Aid dude in the fucking California? Not the Hale Bop dude, but Jim Jones. Like, I'm sure he said join us, and they're like, okay, cool. I'm sure Jim Jones would be like, fucking drink the Kool-Aid, pussy. Because they'd be like, hey, fuck you, dude. Join us is very inviting. So I did it, and I'm waiting and shit. They already have this all planned out, what they're going to do when they start feeling it. And that's cool. I didn't want to make any fucking plans. What was I supposed to do? Like, I don't know, let's go to McDonald's. Let's go to the cruise or something. But they're like, we're going to watch Warlock, the Armageddon, and Bruce Lee, the Bruce Lee story, the documentary. I was like, okay, that's fine. And we're just going to fucking sit here and watch it. Once we start feeling it, we'll turn it on. I'm like, cool, that's fine. Whatever. So we're sitting there, and they start feeling it, and they put on Warlock, the Armageddon. And I'm sitting on the floor. Everyone else is like sitting on couches or chairs or whatever. I'm just sitting on the floor, not feeling anything yet, and then they start laughing, which is a good sign. I'm like, okay, it makes them laugh. That's cool. It doesn't make them freak out like I thought I was gonna. I'm watching the movie. I'm maybe like 10 minutes deep, and I start feeling it. I start feeling weird, like almost panicky at first.
Sing for me. Sing for me. You can.
At first, I'm just like, I don't know if this is gonna like mix well with my brain chemistry. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna turn out good. There's just no way this is gonna turn out good. And all of a sudden, it's like this curtain is just released. It's like the curtain, like a veil comes down, and I just see everything completely different. And I'm like, this is fucking sweet. And like, I don't want to be redundant, but this trip was fucking trippy. I was like, this is insane. And I was just wondering, why is everyone afraid of this? Why was I afraid of this? This is amazing. as I'm tripping,